Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That third down conversion good for 23.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. 2-time Pro Bowler.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football.
And it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with help. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. Following the interception, here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense put pressure on time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to it quickly and holding it to a short gain.
8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. The Cowboys in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On second down, Prescott again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action now, Prescott. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The quick slant caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That will lead to a 3rd and goal.
It's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallow.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. It's caught. And it's 8-0. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Hurts to throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. But first down, Hurts. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. Aaron Siposs on to punt as he'll get this one away now. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott right back to Tolbert. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Dallas always tries to load up with guys who can stretch things downfield. Their latest pickup is wide receiver Jalen Tolbert at the University of South Alabama, who brings a well-rounded game.
Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
We see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for our offense.
This pass is going to end up incomplete. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Hurry back to the line now. After the sack on first down, Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. As the player Brian Anger to kick this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
That is caught by Lamb. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott eluding the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I think that we all figured when he caught him that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And able to get this to the 31.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So it's 3rd and 6. And this will be the 8th play of the drive. Off the play fake. Prescott. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 8 yards that time. Able to take off. And the result is a 1st down.
We have so many different terms for 3rd down, 3rd and short, 3rd and long, 3rd and manageable. How about 3rd and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away, evades the rush, and picks up just enough for the 1st down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. He's got room at the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. We've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. They'll run with Sanders. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The kick by Elliott is good. And they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. And I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied. But, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there. Hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. That kick return falls 1 yard short of the all-time mark as it goes down as a 108-yard return. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And it's going to make our score 15-3. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Takes it at the 7. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. They'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And across the midfield, straight into Eagle territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They go to Elliott again. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And a short gain down to about the 33. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On play action, Prescott. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking up play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively.
Come on, baby, rock and roll. Let's go now, let's go. It's showtime, baby.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. 2nd and 11. Well, Prescott here to throw. Rolling to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there. It looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Touchdown! Michael Gallup, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. This has just really been a solid 2nd half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys.